There, everybody. Yeah, y'all couldn't hear it, but I could. I had a little Queen going on in the background. So as he hits everything going, hey, it's a far out day. I hope you're having a fine one yourself. You know, change happens all the time. We perceive that we have stability, and then we build nest, as Homo sapiens. We're really not that much different from our far distance kin. And then once you become this nesting thing, the change is really limited. So there is a story behind this. Trust me, there really is. So, hello, everybody. Hey, Kaz, how are you? And I'm just speaking favor over all of us. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Every day in every way, we give thanks for the good things that are coming our way. I love that phrase. It works. That's all I can tell you. And if you don't have the book, you should get it. So what's up, everybody? DC, what's up? Hello, David Castle. And I saw Rufus there. Chloe, how are you? Let's see. And I saw David Berry. How you doing, bro? We got to get together. I saw Jules in here as well. 4 a.m. in the morning. Loretta, how are you doing? Coke Queen, hello, off the hook. And Cody, what's up? Good to see y'all. New. Lori, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, Heidi. Hello, Robert V. Good to see you, my friend. Love the work you're doing over there. Aloha as well. So the Soul Tribe is convened once again. Hey, and we just, we act and we walk in Bosto. Happy birthday if you got one. Let's see. It's getting exciting. It really is in so many ways. Shannon, what's up? Good to see you, my dear. Isby, how are you, Ken? Good to see you, my brother. Going to have you back on, and I'm curious to see the progress of what you're into. And I think we'll actually do, like you said, we'll do a show on that. Eric, what's up? Good to see you. Let's see. We are prospering. You speak it, and once you begin to believe it, and then you know it, it happens all the time. I mean, from all over the place. Possibility isn't a 360 degree. Possibility is unlimited. Potential is what we all have. And so we work it, baby. We working it. New Yoda, what's up? Good to see you. So, barn magic. Chloe, I love that. Love the idea. So, boy, it's been a busy morning, I want to tell you. But I am loving it. So I want to share. Hey, Paul, Joe, good to see you. How you doing, my friend? So Michael sent, there's a couple of things I'm going to be sharing. But I wanted to get this. And Michael, thank you for allowing me to share it with everybody else. And I think that this is the right one. Let's see. There's nothing to show here. Isn't that so true in life? Now that was funny. I thought that was cute. There's nothing to show here. All right. Well, we'll definitely show something now. Have you ever been in the astral plane? You never come into that, where you're going, yeah, there's nothing to show here. I love it. So 42 ideals, and I want to pull this down, of Mayat, I believe that is the right. So get this. So if you have these and you're striving to have these, apparently very good things, kind of like opens up the whole gateway, So it says, 1, I honor virtue. 2, I benefit with gratitude. 3, I am peaceful. Give me 1 second. 4, I respect the property of others. I affirm that all life is sacred. I give offerings that are genuine. 7, I live in truth. I regard all altars with respect. I like that one. You know, that one is like really kind of cool. I speak with sincerity. I consume only my fair share. I offer words of good intent. I relate in peace. I honor animals with reverence. I can be trusted. I care for the earth. I keep my own counsel. I speak positively of others. I remain in balance with my emotions. I am trustful in my relations. And if you hear that, this is a working office. There is actually, can you imagine fax still to these very day? Yeah. I like this one. I hold purity in high esteem. I spread joy. I do the best I can. I communicate with compassion. I listen to opposing opinions. That one's pretty cool. I create harmony. I invoke laughter. I am open to love in various forms. That's interesting, you have to admit. I am forgiving. I am kind. I act respectfully of others. I am accepting. I follow my inner guidance. I converse with awareness. I do good. I give blessings. I keep the waters pure. I speak with good intent. I praise the goddess and the god. I am humble. I achieve with integrity. I advance through my own abilities. I embrace the all. That's pretty cool, folks. Again, thank you, Michael. That is just far out. So, as he hears fax machines and printers going off, it's crazy here. Yeah, there it is. Like I said, it's an office. So I hope you like that one. And as I play the yep. I love this. You know, you got to go with the flow. So, hey, if you like that, I'll share it. Again, thanks, Michael. That was really cool. As I continue to pull the paper out of the fax machines, y'all can hear that. That one doesn't sound so. That is an interesting. That that one was almost eaten. So, how many of you know what a Foley is? Does anyone know what a Foley is? Okay, there we go. I have to check that afterwards. So, a Foley is sound effects. They're paid very, very well. It's an interesting profession to get into, but if you're really good at being a Foley, in other words, being able to put sound right where it needs to be, yeah, you then do the audio sweetening, and then audio sweetening then is added to, as in the edit suite. I digress, but that's what it's all about. I knew a guy out in LA, and he carried a digital tape recorder around with him all the time. And the whole idea was to capture unique sounds. And that was a unique sound. I'll have to go back and hear it. So Helen Reddy plays bass in what? Helen Reddy, actually, I love that one. Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah. So what else up? Beverly Hills Cop, Officer Foley. Now that's good. That one, off the hook. I like that one. By the way, great movie. Particularly the first one. Second one was all right. After that, they got ridiculous. And I don't know. They got like how many renditions of Star Wars? All right. So the next thing I want to share, because we have really talented people. This is from Truth Seeker, and we were talking about mandalas. And wow, I got to share this with y'all. It's some of the most beautiful handcrafted work that's out there. Give me 1 second. Bump, 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 bump. As I go through here and there we go. I think that is, I'm driving the bus. Everything is just fine. And there she be. All right, check this out, y'all. So there are two methods in Truth Seeker. If you're in the chat room, you can make sure that I'm communicating this correctly. There is a dry method, and then there is a wet method. And it's used with rice paste, I believe. And this is her work. And the dry method is where they use dots. And this is squeezed through the fingers to where they can drop this coloring, and there is colors you can add. Truth Seeker, all I got to say is, wow, I was so taken aback by this, and I'll share some more with you. Look at that. I believe she's in India, northern part of India. And as she was telling, as I read the email, that the women primarily make the mandalas. There's two ways. You can do it outside of your residence or go inside. These, I believe, are done inside. Look at this. You get lost in this. I mean, they are mesmerizing. Great energy. Look at that. I love this. I mean, wow. You look at this and you're just, I'm taken aback. The intricacy of the patterns, the design, where the mind is at in this creating process. So much going on here, and I'm just an observer. Truth Seeker, to actually do this is quite impressive. It is such a gift. Talk about go inside for truth. Look at this. Again, this is a place I could be very comfortable visiting, as they would say. It's just so beautiful. And I hope that it's having the same peaceful effect on you. Look at the intricacy in this, the geometric designs, the 3 dimensions that it brings out. This is 3-dimensional art. It would be what I would consider interdimensional. I get lost in some of this. This one has a really, and if you follow this from the inside out, yes, I love it. Again, and again, when I view this, I can see fully 3 dimensions to this. It's again, it's complicated. It's highly, um, excuse me, energetic. It's beautiful. This one reminds me of, in my mind, as you look into the center, it's, I would title this one for myself, Doors. Quite beautiful, isn't it? And look at this one. Again. This reminds me of being able to observe multiple planes, and each plane within itself is yet even more planes within themselves. These ought to be posters. You can just, there's such beauty, such grandeur in this. And there's still a couple more. Look at this. The complexity, it's just, yeah. This one has such expressiveness of joy. So when you see Truth Seeker in the chat room, thank you, my dear, for allowing us to share in this. It is fantastic. That's all I've got to say. It's that's like the 3rd time I've gone through them again, and there is so much energy into this. They would make beautiful rugs. Yes, Missy, yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, Chloe, I agree. Well, when you see Truth Seeker, and let's encourage her. I mean, talented is, that's an understatement. A master is what comes to my mind. And again, wow, I like where a person's at when they're creating this. You know that they're in a place that is quite beautiful. Because the energy expresses itself within the mandala itself, and that's exactly what it's supposed to do. So, so we thank you, Truth Seeker. Far out. Wore the shirt because of you. It is, I love it. And hopefully, we can share these with others. And I think this would be a great opportunity to really put these where other people could buy them. I mean, I think this is just great. Yes, Susie, she did. Yeah, she did those herself. Yes, Grace, I agree. She's just, like I said, I want to buy them. It's like, I'd like to put those through on my house. There are just a couple of them that it's really, you can see the 3D effect, can't you? That one particularly that had the cubes, and it was so, it really is. And then the next one where you can actually see the multi-dimensionals on each plane. Wow. Yeah, digging it, baby, digging a bit. Someone was talking earlier about VW's microbus. Boy, had some good times in one particularly. Hey, Gilbert, put them in your learning center. Yeah. How you doing, my friend? How's everything going for you on the, yeah. I'd like to purchase some of these. You could set up a gallery. Yeah, it's that good of work. I really do. So VW microbus. And you cannot help but not think of Aunt Alice's restaurant if you think about the VW microbus. You can't. It's just the truth. Okay, let's get into this. This book, by the way, a lot of you are getting it, have asked for it and are buying it, and that's cool. It is just, the three principles that I have found. It's grounding, gratitude, and then learning who the feeders are. Every Thanksgiving, yes, Joyce Marie, indeed. Hey, Marie, how are you? Good to see you as well, my dear. Deborah Sloan, hello. But it's true. Every Thanksgiving. Hello, KC95. Yeah, officer. Exactly. I can understand you want to take my wallet, so I can't spend no money. And I can understand, taking my belt, but exactly. So good, hon. Good to hear that. John Price, how are you doing, my brother? James Bright, what's up? Good to see you. So let's get back into this. It's some interesting emails and comments. Wanted to get into the controllers, but I thought it would be kind of going back and maybe understanding the necessity for grounding, why we ground, why it is important, and as he pulls himself up here. So I thought that we would go through one of the grounding exercises. That is the shielding work. And shielding is important. So just, talk amongst yourselves. Don't worry about it. It's like, okay. Remember, we looked at the energy centers without the chakras. And you can see exactly the one that getting grounded, the Earth star connection to the lower world and the Earth. So he explains there's 6 energy storage centers in all of us from the top to the bottom. The first one is above the overworld. This is where he says, and I've seen this as well, it's good description of kind of very watery energy, or what they call the yin chi in the abyss, like space of the overworld. It's interesting. The concept of outer space to us is that it's a vacuum, that, it's foreign from this atmosphere, this space, and yet outer space has been described as, in essence, almost a watery substance. So it's interesting. Says if you use the soul star to connect to the sun, you do that. I know a lot of people that are into sun gazing, very powerful. Then we have the head center, or what he calls the upper dantian, is where one stores energies to help strengthen psychic abilities such as clairvoyance, telepathy, thought receiving, etc. It does not matter too much what kind of chi you store here, because each of these energy storage centers are connected by a central channel in the energy body. Yeah. And again, we went to the middle and then to the lower, and this is the one that I wanted to, where we can actually get grounded. So here's how it's done. And went out and did some of this today in my backyard. Wow. Now the earth has energy all the time. I mean, Tesla proved that. But when you bring it into with this kind of intent, so step 1, all right, everybody, get your notes out. Make sure you are grounded and stand up straight. Great posture is important. You'll appreciate it as you continue down the road. Slight bend to the knees, feet pointed slightly outward, shoulder width apart. And I always kind of, when I was doing this, I was thinking about this. I know is a little strange, but when you get into this posture of getting acclimated, it's almost like putting. Any of you play golf? Step 2. Now, hands out in front of you at chest level, bent at the knees and waist, and bring open palm hands down towards the ground or the floor beneath your feet as you exhale. Hands should be open and palms facing away from you. When you nearly touch the ground or floor, exhale the sickness or negative chi into the earth to be transmuted and recycled. You know, today people are like, they're freaking on edge. I mean, people just need to be chilling out because they're wound up tight. And I thought to myself, we got a big planet. And you could put all of humanity on like into the United States, you know, and the rest of the world would be empty. So what my point is, the earth can take it. Then smoothly transition into inhalation, moving upward, pulling hands towards your body. Palms begin to face towards your body as you pull them in, moving upward, inhaling pure positive chi. Step 3. As you move upward out of the squatting position, move hands out in front again and move above your head, all the while inhaling. Inhale the pure, fresh chi through your hands into your centers. And you can almost visualize your hands kind of warm. And if you look at your palms, you can almost see them kind of red. Then move back downward, exhaling the negative chi into the ground once again. Repeat this cycle to cleanse and flush your chi energies. The next chi gong exercise is one that you can transition into quickly from the last one. Same starting position. The only difference is the hand-arm position, and you will be drawing chi in and accumulating it into your centers one at a time. Step 1. Begin with hands out to side, close to your body. Hips move backwards. Your back begins to arch a bit, and hands move in front of you, crossing over each other with palms facing down as you lower into a squatting stance, bending at the knees and at the waist. Step 2. Now reverse the direction, coming out of the squat, hands moving laterally, uncrossing, and reaching up to the universe in a Y shape above your head. As you inhale, breathe the chi into your hands and into the center you wish to charge. If you are facing the sun, draw chi from the sun if desired. Repeat until each center gets at least one full breath of universal chi energy. See the energies flow into your hands, down your arms, into the torso, and then the center you are charging. Repeat this cycle until you feel buzzy and energized. Repeat the grounding exercise if you feel overly jittery. You shouldn't be drinking coffee, right? Let's get into shielding real quick. People wanted to know about this. What is shielding? Shielding is the practice of protecting your accumulated vital energies and chi. It is a way of defending your energy. It is not proficient by itself at completely guarding your energy, but it is a necessary step in the process of learning to protect yourself fully. why you should do shielding. The more chi or vital energy that you have, the greater the likelihood that someone or something in the astral plane or the physical plane will try to steal it or take it from you through manipulation or psychic vampirism. For this reason, it is necessary to protect your energies from this and other forms of energetic attack. And we all know this. A lot of people sometimes also have the expression, it's like being targeted, because you are. Not only will shielding provide some protection from vampiric draining attacks, it will guard you from your enemies who may be launching magical attacks at you as well. And let me talk to a minute about magical attacks. When I left Christianity, and they'll never admit to this, but they use magic to attack you, to ostracize you. It's spells, same thing. Think about it. It does not matter what their path is. If a person hates you, is envious of you, fears you in some way, or is trying to keep you down, they will often launch a magical attack, especially if they know you have no defenses. For instance, if someone knows you have a low self-esteem, a low opinion of yourself, you're an easy target. If you have no magical defenses, it means that there is no risk of their attacks being deflected back to them. If you have shielding, however, it is likely to deflect at least some of their attack back to them. They will then think twice before attacking you with magic again. Astral entities can use magic on you as well, and their attacks are often quite stealthy and hard to notice until it is too late to block them. With shielding, the damage done to your subtle body can be mitigated to a degree. The most important reason for shielding is not protection from other people or other magicians, witches, or sorcerers, though. It is for protection from the parasites that use the matrix that we live in to feed on us throughout our lives without ever even realizing it. Now, I am sure this sounds like a very audacious and wild statement to you if you're not fully aware of what transpires in the astral plane. I'm not trying to scare you. I will go into detail about these beings in a later chapter. But for now, just trust me, take it one step at a time, shield your energies from them. So how do you shield? The way this author does shielding is by using some of the chi that he has accumulated, by shaping it and programming it with his intention and words. We, however, must use the chi in a way that is a bit more advanced for best results. He says, I will guide you step by step in this process. Read carefully and practice each step until you get it right. Once you do it a few times, it will seem much quicker and easier than the initial couple of times. Isn't it true? I mean, riding a bike is no problem now. Just think about when you first started out. It becomes much easier once you commit to steps to memory. If you want, you may write the steps down in a abridged version for easier practice and memorization. All right. Step one, do the grounding and the chi building to start, as was described earlier. Step two, now I want you to stand facing the sun in the sky. Even if you are indoors, the sun still permeates any barriers between you and it. When you focus on it, talk to the sun as if he, she were conscious, because he is indeed conscious. We know that. The work with Patrick showed that. The same as you did the earth. The sun is a powerful yang qi, and it will serve to strengthen your aura effectively. If you must name the sun, I recommend calling him Sekhmet, which is actually the female manifestation. Ra, Soroth, Luth, or Horus. These are different spirits that have been born of the sun as a way he or she could interact with us in form. Research them and choose one you will be most drawn to. Note, the sun can be male or female in essence. If it is dawn or dusk, stand with eyes open, gazing directly at the sun as you connect. Do not overdo this part if you have not sun gazed before. Take it slow. Slow. Step 3. Once you feel a good connection to the sun, speak your intention. It is my wish to accumulate your chi into my energy system for protection, or something to this effect. Remember gratitude. After you start receiving a charge, feel the energy beam down through the crown, the corona of your head from the soul star, which connects to the sun. If you are proficient with clairvoyance or even visualization, then the energy looks like concentrated sunlight as it beams to you. It is intense white light. Step 4, accumulate the solar chi into your chi centers one at a time. Once you reach the position where the Earth star would normally be, it is now in the womb of the Earth because you are grounded, right? Create a node or axis point for the energy to collect in this same spot. This should be just below the feet on the grounding cord. Use a circular shape when creating the node. Once you accumulate a good amount of solar chi into the node, proceed to step 5. Have you ever thought about ghost spirits, those who have crossed over and made the transition? And if they're still here on Earth, I wonder how many follow the sun. I've thought about this. You most likely are existing in the firmament. And if that's the case, I wonder how many spirits follow the sun. It's just a thought I had. Anyway, step 5. The energy continues to flow into the node because of your concentration and focus on this occurrence until it is so full that it bursts outward into an oval bubble of yang qi light around your body, an immediate aura, all the way up to the solar star, which it connects. A circuit of energy is created that is so strong and seamless, it is impossible for anything negative to penetrate it without passing through the bubble of yang qi light, which is not possible. Hold this visualization and feeling of being encompassed in this protective energy. Feel the waves continue to flow from the node up to the soul star in the oval shape. You may use your arms to direct the energy the same way you would be doing the Qi Gong exercises. It is, after all, Qi energy you're using. Step 6. With your intention still fully focused on this oval-shaped shield, State the following out loud to the energy itself to program it, and speak with emotion and speak with authority. It is my will to be protected from harmful and intrusive energies, psychic and physical attacks, energy loss and leakage, frequency control, astral hooks, psychic vampirism, curses, hexes, bindings, mental or emotional manipulation, blank slate technologies, mind control, implants, archons, and astral parasites. Or if you wish, you may simply say, it is my will to be protected from all negativity and harm. Although I like calling it out, you're speaking its name. Say these words with absolute conviction and intention. Push your emotions into this statement for powerful results. And I want to stop here a second. How many of you push your emotions? Now, typically, we all have this barrier. When you've ever heard the idiom, you pushed me too far. Don't push me. You've heard that. And many of us, when we have been teased, bullied, abused, pushed, there is a point where all the barriers drop and you come back, well, like your very life depends on it. The amount of energy that is expressed in those moments, if you could harness that and channel that into these type of rituals, spells, affirmations, sometimes it doesn't hurt to go to a place where you can scream out an affirmation. And I mean, fucking scream it out. You have to go usually someplace where there aren't many people around because they'll think you're crazy, but you're not. It's a cleansing. In some of my past trainings, there is an exercise that's exactly what you do. You do the primal screaming, and it is cleansing. It is very cleansing. And it's also very empowering. We'll have to do that when we all come together. It's powerful. It really is. He says, you may stop here, or if you need greater or more advanced protection, then continue with the following next steps. Remember to thank the sun at this point for the abundant chi. Step 7, sense your Earth star deep in the womb of the Earth. The Earth star should be surrounded by a magnetic green energy. It is a watery energy. Sense this energy all around your Earth star. Sense the roots of your Earth star extending and gathering this liquid energy into itself. It will flow into your legs and then into your energy storage centers one at a time. Because these already have a charge of yang qi, allow this yin energy to surround the yang energy. It encircles it like a large orb covering a smaller orb. Proceed to each energy storage center and surround one at a time with the energy. Step 8, bring this yin earth chi up to the solar star. Build up a strong charge here. Then, when you are ready, let the energy burst down around the yin qi oval shield that is already in place. Let the yin energy surround it completely, all the way down to the node at the bottom. Hold this visualization and feeling. Feel and see the energy flow down from the soul star in waves until a thick, powerful electric magnetic shield is now formed. Step 9, commence the programming or intention statement once again. It is my will to be protected from harmful and intrusive energies, psychic and physical attacks, energy loss and leakage, frequency control, astral hooks, psychic vampirism, curses, hexes, bindings, mental or emotional manipulation, blank slate technologies, mind control, implants, archons, and astral parasites. This time, add extra measure if you desire. For example, you may want to deflect curses or hexes back to the senders. And I can tell you from experience, you don't need to know who they are. It's like a horse. It'll go back to the barn. They always do. They'll go back to the one that sent it. And boy, ooh, if you're getting hit with magical attacks, however, it is more likely the case that strong astral parasites may try to drain you and manipulate you through. You may add extra protection against these forces if desired as well. These are just examples of what you may do and may not do, may be necessary on a daily basis. Use your intuition and be guided to what your needs may be each day. Yeah. Also, you may put up both shield layers, then program both at the same time rather than programming twice to do this in order to save time. So to show you what this shield looks like, there it is. Now, if you visualize this, you charge this up, particularly with the sun, yeah. As the little 3-year-old said, Mom said, what are you going to do with those monsters? Going to kick their ass because they want to kick my ass. This is cool. I really like this. So there are a couple more steps into this process that get into a little bit more, but this is enough for you to really to get where you need to be at. Now, we talked about the parasitic, and he gets into meditation. Many of us are well-versed, although I think you will find that he does have an interesting way of meditating. And we may put this out there again. We talked about the gratitude for life. As he puts it in, it is the most important thing every day. Lucky Smith, I know he has his daily affirmations. Many of us do. Gratitude is always the first thing. Thankfulness, whether it be Fortuna, Lilith, whoever. Yeah. Really, as he says, it is the basic of energy management. And gratitude is important because of the way the universe is, not necessarily because of the moral constructs of right or wrong. Isn't that odd? More people ought to give more credit to the devil and give a lot of thanksgiving to Lucifer, to Satan. They're probably the most least and underappreciated thought forms in our reality. They get blamed for everything, which means they're powerful, but they seem to be a great motivator for many people as they get put into their boxes of their beliefs. Yeah. Like he says, the universe of the world we live in is a machine. Got to face it. And how it works. It creates for you what you put out to it. This is a basic law of metaphysics. It is a hermetic principle and can be found in the Bible, in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and in many New Age books out there today. It works in practice, and it is a foundation of creating your ideal life. It must be practiced every day, or you will miss out on so much opportunity in your life. That's why we say it every day. I give thanks every day in every way for the good things that are in my life today. You learn to say that, particularly if you're doing a task and you mutter. Mutter is the first form of meditation. Did you know that? To mutter means to repeat, and it means to say it under your breath. That's why people say, what'd you mutter? And it's a form of meditation. And it's powerful because you're speaking with the life energy. Thank you, Lester Summerall. Man, amazing what you retain from those things. It is not religious or dogmatic in any way. It is not even necessarily spiritual. It is a technique or tool to make your life better. It is not worshiping anything or anybody. It is not groveling, nor is it giving your power away. Realize that the universe that you are grateful to is 100% you. It is a part of you. You are thanking the source of your being. Why not thank yourself for everything good in your life that you can think of? I actually did that. There was a time in my life where it was really challenging. And I sat down with, it was one legal pad. It ended up being about 4 legal pads, just writing everything I was thankful for. Great exercise. You become grateful. Thank yourself for all the good things that you do not even have yet. That's why the plan is so important. Thank yourself. Thank the universe for the love that you will receive, for the gifts that you will receive. Thank her for giving you freedom from the enslavement of the energy extraction matrix. The more gratitude that you have, the more the universe will continue to give to you and to bliss you. Thank her for increase in material wealth and for increases in spiritual wealth. If you're believing for financial wealth, which is nothing wrong with that, just to make sure that you're not robbing yourself, make sure that you have the equalness in the spiritual wealth. Remember, even Jesus said, there are riches over on the other side. It is important to do this every day. Be thankful every day for what you have and what you will have. He says, I personally keep what I call a gratitude journal. In this journal, I write down everything I can think of that I'm grateful for. This automatically puts me in a good mood for the day. I state out loud what I'm grateful for to the universe at least once a day, reading from my gratitude journal. It is an easy way to remember what you are grateful for, even if you are in a bad mood, which is when gratitude is needed the most. Bad days come to test you and see if you will give in to the negativity. If you prevail and stay positive, things always get better. Trust me. And someone needs to hear this because you've been struggling with this. You find yourself easily reverting back when something goes wrong, which seems to happen quite a bit. I want you to start laughing. Every time something goes bad, laugh. It's the most powerful weapon you have. And then once you laugh, I want you to say out loud, every day in every way, I am thankful for the gifts coming my way. Or you can add whatever you're grateful for. It'll change. Gratitude is also important if you work with spirits, spirit gods, daimons. I like this guy. I work with the daimons. Some of them called demons. They're not bad. Actually, some of them are very, very cheerful beings. I've met some angels that I thought were a real pain in my ass, but that's neither here nor there. For a fae, elemental spirits, ancestral spirits, the dead, the shades of the dead, or any kind of spirit that helps you, then I recommend that you be grateful to them in a vocal way. Do not push them around and expect them to serve you and be your slaves. This is a mistake and will blow up in your face. I wish most of these people that do these ghost hunting shows would realize that these spirits are not dumb. They're highly intelligent. but I never see them ever give gratitude. Never. And you want to know why they're pissed? Always be grateful for the gifts that you receive. Be grateful for things you have earned as well. That is the opportunity to earn these good things. Do not take what you have for granted. Do not ever complain. Words are powerful spells. We know that here. Even if you are joking and you think it is funny to do so, to do self-deprecating humor, do not do it. It is complaining and stating in words that you are this or that. The words you use change your reality. And may I add, it gives the entities, the deities, those that are not seen in this realm permission as well. Words are symbols with specific meanings. Despite your intention, the meaning is there and has an effect. This is spell work in a basic form. It affects reality. It is not a thing to take lightly. Many of us are getting this because our realities are changing, even in the midst of what could be described as a chaotic situation in the general reality. Many of our personal realities, they're becoming, all I can say is they are a place of, well, I want to use the word, they are a sanctum. And that's what we really have. Anyway, although there are many funny TV shows and movies that program us to act funny with deprecating humor or self-loathing humor, we should not follow the TV and act like we do not love ourselves just to be funny. Do not put people down to be funny. It still affects them. Even if they laugh, they are belittled inside. You're cursing them. You're hexing them. The TV is not reality. It is programming. It is a tool used by government and false leaders to make us dumb and numb. Your life is not what you are told it is by the television or whatever other media or social media you watch or listen to. What I'm saying in a roundabout way is know your exact intention and use words that match that intention to the best of your ability. This includes statements of gratitude. Do not be overly general in expressing gratitude. Does a lover like to hear you say, thanks for everything, over and over again, day after day, when they do amazingly thoughtful and specific things for you? No. They want to know that you noticed that extra attention they put into loving you in a little detailed in little ways. You are a microcosm, correct? You are a manifestation of the whole universe in a smaller form. Thus, the universe will respond to your noticing the little things that others take for granted. That's why I always pick up a penny and say thank you, because that penny is turned into millions. But I'll tell you what, I am firmly convinced of this. If I was so arrogant to walk over money and to think and give it no regard, then that tells money I have no respect for it, and it's not going to have any respect for me. Money is a spirit, an actual living spirit. Someone needed to hear that. It is what makes you special to her. Thank her for all the little things that happen throughout your day and see how your life changes. Do not forget to thank her for this book and for the important information you are learning that you will alter your life for the better. I say this to give you the greatest chance of successfully understanding this book and gaining all the power of your interdimensional self in your life. Be grateful for every step you successfully take on the ladder of ascension towards embodiment. You should know that gratitude is more than words. It is an attitude of optimism. It is an exuberant emotion of feeling overwhelmed with good vibes. When you achieve a goal that you have been working on for a good amount of time with consistency and with help from spirit or the universe, give it to them. Give it to her. Say thank you. Hell, you need to imagine that you're giving them a hug. And if you don't have tears in your eyes at time, then your intentions, I say, should be looked at. Do not feel gratitude and hold it in. Express it with heartfelt meaning. Let it flow into the world around you. Let it be known how much you love to be happy and free of negativity. These moments will come into your life. These moments will come as you work through this book. When they do, do not be stingy. Speak up. Love the universe for loving you. Perfect timing. Well, there you go. Woo! Man, this will change people. And you know what? It's always interesting because, in our world, fear sells. It's always the fear headlines, the little bylines. Because this is the antithesis of that. This is the antithesis that raises people where they are constantly following the latest fear, because it dumps the endorphins. But heck, man, I imagine if you could actually start telling those people, you don't need that. It's don't you understand what's happening? But they won't. All right. So those of us who are following this, you know what I like about it? I like results. I like the fact that I don't have to chase wealth. I don't have to chase riches. They come to me naturally. I can put my mind in other things and understand that the universe is not running out of anything. The earth still got everything she ever had to begin with. And I exist among many other kingdoms. And if I'm in harmony with them, in balance with them, even they will provide my needs as I provide for their needs. Yeah. Thank you, David Barry. This shit works, folks. And and I'm just going to lay it out there. There are many people that like to play word games. They like to play games. They're these social butterflies, It's the serious ones that get the results. They're the ones that when you begin to see their life is improving, their life has vastly advanced a year from where they were a year ago, and their lives will be much better a year from now. There's a reason for it. And you know why we're so much in a minority? Because it isn't easy. You have to be disciplined. You have to want this change. People don't like hearing that. They like to go where Dr. Feelgood is. All right. And it's reflective in the views. You can see it very quickly. But what I like is the fact that I know that those of us who are like, all working towards the same thing. Wow. When we get together physically, we will. That's when the real stuff happens. So, all right, folks, it's your reality. So program it, make it the best one. And if it's not, well, then change it. All right, folks, have yourself. I am grateful for all of you. I do. I give thanks for you all, each and every one of you, every view, it counts. I'm grateful because you took time out of your reality to indulge in mine. You've made my life richer, much, much, much deeper in so many ways. Those are the things that I am grateful for. And yeah, so love it. All right, folks, see y'all tomorrow, and put some of this to work, really. All right. That's the best thing I could ever want to give any of you, to see you accomplish the dreams and the desires and to do the turnaround. It works, folks. All right. See you tomorrow, folks. Much love. All right. Bye-bye.